Thanks to our fancy new Gegenpress Diamond, a decent run of form has put us right back in the promotion mix. In today's episode, we should qualify for the playoffs. We could find ourselves back in an automatic promotion spot. Hello and welcome to part 80 of It's Coming Home. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we are away against both Burton and Fleetwood in League One. We have 4 games left to play this season. In fact, let's have a look at the little run-in thing. So we've had a good run of form. We'll show you that first. Very good form since the last episode. 5 consecutive victories in the league. Let down a little bit by a draw against Luton, although Luton are a team who are also well in the mix, just below us in the league as it stands. So this is what the league table, or the important part of the league table, looks like. Ipswich are pretty much home and dry now, but it's a battle between these 6 clubs. Us, of course, Chester, Luton, Wigan, Sutton and Bradford. At the moment, Chester are in possession, 73 points. This is all with 4 games to go. We're 3 points behind them. Importantly, 6 points clear of Bradford. So a couple more wins and we're absolutely secure in the playoff positions. And I'd like to think we should be able to do that today. But behind, the playoff spots are quite tight. Bradford have got a lot to do, although Wigan do have a game in hand in there as well. So they could actually leapfrog us if they win their game in hand. Games between the two of us. Chester still have to play Bradford, so top versus bottom of this little group. We have to play Burton, Fleetwood, Portsmouth and Hull. None of them are in the mix. I would like to think we should be fairly comfortable for the playoffs, but you never know. We could imagine if we finally get revenge after all these years on Chester and pip them to the final automatic promotion spot. That would be an absolute delight. So let's get into the first of these 2 games today against Burton. This is the team that we're going to be putting out there to take them on. We've got Humphreys in goal, a back 4 of Wearmouth, Wright, Vujicic and Daly Campbell, with Phillips at the base of the midfield, Fernandez and Sawinski, central midfield, Lloyd in behind, Matondo and Harris. Matondo is now comfortably top scorer in the league again. And why have I got an injured player on the bench? What's happened here? Should we just get him out of the way? It's because it's not match day. Ha ha! Anything could happen between now and match day. We'll come back on match day. I just wanted to show. I remember now. I wanted to show you this. We'll be back on match day. That'll probably still be the team, but you never know. One of them might get injured. There we go. Now it's match day, and this is the team that we've picked. So, shall we get into the game? That was perfectly seamless. I'm sure future KEV will have edited that together so you didn't even notice it had happened. And talking about it now afterwards makes it all the easier for him. Have fun with that, future KEV. Right, we're second in the form at the moment. That is good stuff. Let's continue our good form that we're in as we charge back up towards the automatic promotion spots. Obviously, we'd much rather go up in second place than have to mess around with the playoffs. But bearing in mind where we were this time yesterday, we would absolutely take a 6th place finish and getting into the playoffs, because it was looking very, very unlikely in the last episode. So part of me is thinking, let's keep the wonderful form going. And part of me is thinking, let's just a playoff finish. Playoff finish would be lovely. Let's just minimum. Let's do that. Right. What a goal from Wright. That is our centre-back. Can take a free kick like that. I mean, I would suggest that's got a very good chance of being goal of the season, because that is a stunning free kick. Ross Wright puts us 1-0 up, 29 minutes on the clock, and as it stands right now, we are up into second place, and Wright's getting another go at it, and he's done it again. My word. Utterly ridiculous. Maybe that one will be goal of the season. 2 almost carbon copies of each other from Ross Wright. It's not like he's doing this all the time. That's only his 3rd goal of the season. 2nd from today, and 2 absolutely perfect free kicks from the edge of the area. And Burton are going to be terrified to tackle our forwards in case they give away another free kick. Phillips to Daly Campbell. Cross comes over. Matondo's there, and it's just over just before half time. And that has been we'll call that an efficient first half, because we've not really done anything other than win those 2 free kicks and have a genius stick him into the top corner. Bearing in mind, Lerick Fernandez is on the pitch. Fernandez, we know, can do a nice free kick. Harris is in, makes it 3-0, 19th goal of the season for Anthony Harris. And that, oh, come on, Kev, breathe. That, 3-0 up before half-time, the form is good. We are, and I mean, 19 goals for our second striker. That's not too bad, is it? That's why Mick Powell's not in the team. There were a couple of people yesterday even saying, come on, just play Mick Powell. But well, I know he's having a good season, but he's not having an Anthony Harris or Chardonnay Matondo season. You won't be winning. That could still change if your performance levels drop. Don't let that happen. Exactly. We'll have no complacency here. And I'm actually starting to think in terms of saving players for the rest of the run-in, because this to me looks like job done for today. And I suppose we should be looking to see what the other teams are up to. Is this the game where Chester are playing Bradford? I suggest it probably isn't, because Bradford aren't back up into the playoff positions yet. And Chester presumably must be losing for us to have overtaken them. This is what we need to... This is complacency. You? Who's this on the line? Wearmouth. Sort your life out. What is the point of you being there if you're not going to clear that, you numbskull? My word. Right. Other scores. Where's Chester? That's who we're looking for here. I'm also I'll hit pause. We'll worry about what Chester are up to in a minute. But first, sort this into a sensible order. We're going to take off Shane Phillips, bring on McCormick to play as the holding midfielder. And we're also... Dean Lloyd is on a yellow card, not playing great. Same could be said for Lerick Fernandez, though. So let's get him off, get Bakinson into the midfield. And we've got a lot of very good midfielders. Remember, we've still got Paul Perry knocking around, who doesn't even get on our bench. Alex Carmichael, his loan was cancelled in January because he never got on the bench. We've got so many good midfield players that someone like Paul Perry, who was wanted by Championship clubs last summer, I guess he's going to be another one that got away because we've got too many of them. And there's just, who would we not play to get him in the team? There you go, Mick Powell's getting the final 10 minutes while we go look for Chester. Lincoln are playing well. Where are Lincoln? We don't need to worry about Lincoln. McCormick. Corner, cross comes over. Lloyd can only sort of cushion the header down into the hands of their goalkeeper. And I want the highlight to end so I can carry on looking for Chester on the current scores. They're definitely playing because they're still on the same number of games as us. But I can't see who they're playing or what's happening in the game. All I know is they're not winning. Mick Powell is in, and it's Mick Powell, and that's why he doesn't play week in, week out. Because he misses too often, and it makes me sad. Anthony Harris, second of the game, 20th of the season. Burton 1, Holme 4, and I can't believe it's taken me 80 episodes to do this one. I think we're home and dry in today's game. Yeah? Do you like that? Where are Chester? I don't think they... Oh, Chester are being thumped by Oxford. 4-2 to Oxford. Chester are bottling it. We are currently in possession. We now know that if we win our final 3 games, we will automatically be promoted to the Championship. That is a nice position to be in. 3 games away from the end of the season. Now we go play Fleetwood, who've just lost at home to Posh. And they're in the relegation zone. You've got to think that should be another win for us, surely. Are Ipswich officially champions yet? They must be. Doesn't mention it. Just the one change for the Fleetwood game. Then Fleetwood, by the way, managed by Wayne Rooney, who just seems to follow me around in every save I do. The man's obsessed with me. But Gregson comes in at right back for, what's-his-face, Daley Campbell. Gregson's our first choice right back. He wasn't fully fit for the last game. He is fully fit for this one. Let's get into the match and hopefully have a repeat performance of the excellent performance that we just had in the last match. So what did we do before then? We said keep the form going. I expect nothing but a win from this match to keep our good run going. Did we say that calmly or assertively? Let's do it assertively. That doesn't seem to motivate them quite as much as it did in the last game, but let's not worry about it as long as we win the match. That's the important thing. Right, looking around at the current situation. So we're level on points with Chester. So does that mean... Oh, we were level on points with them before, weren't we? We've just got a better goal difference. Luton hovering around 1 point behind us, but Chester have gone ahead in their game. against whoever they're playing. I can't even see who Chester are playing. Chester haven't. This score updates much slower than the league table does. That's going to confuse me. So Chester have gone ahead against Shrewsbury, which puts them back above us at the moment. And now, just before half-time, Fleetwood are the team on the attack. I've spent too much time watching the league table and latest scores, not enough time focusing on the fact that we've not really created anything at all in this first half. And I think we need some passion. Just 3 minutes of it. That's all we've got time for. 3 minutes of passion. You can do a lot with 3 minutes of passion. And the thing is, no, nothing. What a disappointment. Right, let's keep the passion going. We owe Fleetwood after what happened in our last match. Nobody knows what happened in the last match, but we still owe them. It's been a nothing game for either team so far. That's the one thing, I guess, keeping us going. The fact that they're also not playing very well. But then, to be fair, they're in the relegation zone, and we started the match in an automatic promotion position. So the onus really should be on us to create something, and we're not doing that so far. Let's get creative. And with half an hour to go, I know it's early, but we're getting Mick Powell on, and we're going to bring him on for Harris. The game's constantly trying to get me to bring Polosky on. Polosky is in great form for the reserves at the moment. Something like 18 goals from 10 starts. 18 goals from 12 starts. He's in brilliant form, but he's agreed to leave. His contract was up, and he's going to Hungary, going back home. So, not interested in him anymore. I should probably stop putting him on the bench. But Mick Powell is on for half an hour. And if ever we needed Mick Powell to come on and do a Mick Powell, now is the time, because we're in danger of falling back out of those automatic promotion spots again. Not that we ever really deserve to be in them, but still, the opportunity's there. We'd like to take it, please. And, oh my word, we're losing. I don't understand. I need to demand more. But I think I've wasted my most recent shout. This is demand more. There you go. I don't want to see your replay. There you go. Right, they're focused. Who else can we bring on? I don't want to bring on Polosky because he's leaving, so his heart's not going to be in it. McCormick can come on for Fernandez to play in that central midfield, and we'll leave it there for now. Bakinson is probably another sensible change. But we'll give it a minute. Let's try and grab an equaliser first. And there is Matondo, 25th goal of the season for Matondo. And it's an almost immediate reply. And now we need to go on and win this game. It's not enough to just get a draw against a team like Fleetwood when we're pushing for promotion, whether that's automatic or playoffs. We can't afford to not be able to beat teams like this if there's a chance we could be playing in the Championship next season. And financially, we really need to be playing in the Championship next season. Bakinson is going to come on for the last 10 minutes or so. And with 10 minutes left, that feels like a good time to show some passion. We're going to attack, and we want to win the game. Come on, lads. For goodness sake, don't you want to play in the Championship? And it's Fleetwood attacking us again. What is going on? McCormick does brilliantly. Gregson plays it over the top for Matondo. Matondo is through on goal. Surely. No, straight at the keeper, but we have got a corner. 5 minutes of time added on, so there is time for us to still go and grab this winner. It's McCormick to take the corner, and there's a lot of movement around in the middle there, and it doesn't beat the first man. It falls to right, back out to McCormick, who was offside, and is that going to be that? Come on, there's still time left. Give me something. How has 5 minutes just passed with nothing of note happening other than them scoring? For goodness sake. Oh, this game annoys me so much sometimes. You get that little glimmer of hope, and then it just kicks you in the groin and puts you back where you belong. It looks like the playoffs. Oh, there's going to be more twists in the tale to come. I'm sure of it, but we could have done without this. We find ourselves 3 points behind Chester again. Chester, I think, still have Bradford to play, so there's a chance Chester are still going to drop points, but you've seen that game. There's a very good chance we're still going to drop points as well. We need to aggressively tell them that wasn't good enough. And hopefully that's our last slip-up of the season. Because if that's our last slip-up of the season, we'll still get promoted, whether it's automatically or through the playoffs. But we continue this fight. Tomorrow, we're still not even secured a playoff spot. Goodness me. If you've enjoyed that, Thumbs up. I can't even remember. I'm so annoyed I can't even remember how I end videos. 1,500 videos on this channel and I can't remember what I've said at the end of every single one of them because I'm so annoyed about what's just happened. If you have enjoyed it, thumbs up please. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.